Welcome to Rusty Weave Studios. Thanks for tuning in, checking this video out. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Really sorry about the quality of this video. Doing the best I can. I would like to just bring you some R8 zoom action. So here it is. First part, I'm going to start with just starting from scratch. So I'm going to put all these guys down here. We're going to go to Project button. And just going to delete this one. Make sure I delete the right one. We're good. We're good. It's deleted. Okay, brings me back to the beginning. What is this? Okay. All right. Well, look at that. My first project. We'll hit project button again. So that one was deleted. So let's pretend you just plugged everything in. You got your guitar into input 1. And you've got the power, obviously, onto the unit. You're clicking it on. You can hit project button, go new, and it's automatically going to jump to the latest one for me. So it's going to project 36. Probably can't see that too well, but it's in there. And it always says setting continue in the middle. I want to change that. So I want to reset that. So it's just default settings. So I'll give you a little bit of explanation down here. This is your navigation button. The middle is to enter, and you have your up, down, left, right. Then you got this big dial over here that can change settings. So if you can see on the screen, it just changes back and forth. So I want to reset. I want to use my directions to execute. Oh, executing. There you go. Fresh project 36. First thing I want to do, I'm in input 1. I hit this little button underneath that volume knob. Now it's red. That means my guitar is coming through. So that's good. There it is. I'm going to give myself some master. So as soon as you change the master volume, you lose all volume until you bring the master up. And then I am going to record on track 1. So they're default green like this, but if you hit it, it goes off. You hit it again, it goes red. That means I'm going to record to track 1. And now my volume is attached to this track as well. I'm going to give myself a little bit of volume. Now the most important thing, give myself some distortion. So an effect button up here. Use this little circle rotation thing. Click it once, it's going to go into effects. Now it's default on clean, so clean effects. I'm going to just put that over a little bit and go to distortion. And now I'm on distortions. So I play a lot in drop D. Just throwing that out there. Also, not even close to good. I mean, I'm okay, but I'm not perfect. That's for sure. No perfection here. So I'm gonna go to a different distortion. Kind of like this one. This is really bumpy though. Probably really bassy. Maybe turn that down a bit. All right. So maybe I won't start with that one. Number 1's good. This thing is jam-packed with good effects. I really enjoy it. It's really cool. So anyways, this is distortion 0, 1. So that's 0. This is 0, 1. I'm getting distracted. I just want to play. But I want to take some time out to try to explain some things. Just in case, so, you know, I mean, you can grab one of these machines off of Amazon and bam, here it is. And I've looked online. There's some tutorials where they're pretty cool, but I don't know. I wanted to take a stab at it. So anyways, we know how to boot the machine up. There it is. plugged your guitar in, you selected a new project, you got a blank slate, you know the master volume is important, kind of get that to where you want to go. We're focusing on just input 1 for some guitar. And now we know to go to effects and get some distortion. So that's perfect. So we go down to this little thingy down here, and just to the right of it is an exit button. So now I'm back to that main screen. So now I can go to Tool, and inside Tool, the first one's Metronome, which I definitely set up. I set up all the time. So I hit Enter on that, and I'm going to put record only. The first option, level 50, that's fine. Pan, center, fine. I like the stick click, and I usually give myself a pre-count of 4. So what that means is I'm going to hear a ticker at whatever tempo we're at, and it's going to be like a stick hit. The pre-count allows me to hear 4 different counts in the beginning so that I know when to start, when to come in and start. I'll show you that. So I give myself a pre-count of 4. So I'm going to hit exit there. My tempo is all set up. We can go into tuner to see if I'm like in tune or not. And that's all I need to do in there. So I'm going to exit again. So I'm back to the main screen. Okay, so now I've got my recording kind of set up. I can show you recording right now and jump right into it. So record button over here, you hold it and then press play. Hold it, press play. So after a count of 4, that's when it's going to play. So I mean, I don't know what I'm playing. I'm just playing whatever. But that pre-count of 4, like it's just great. So now I'm just going to jump right into drums. So you hit the rhythm button, and I can hit enter, I think. No, play. Now I'm playing just the default drums that are in the machine. So it starts on 000. There's lots of drums in here, like tons. So those are just beats, and there's something else, and jazz and country and blues and all kinds of stuff. Let's try to find something. There's some rock. Here we go. So let's say I wanted that. What I do is there's a little 4 little buttons down here that gives you options. So this one here is assign. So I kind of have to use two hands. I'm going to hold the assign button, and then I'm going to click on one of these flashy buttons down here. What that is doing, it's going to assign that drum to track 8. Now my drums are in here, and I want to give my drums some volume. So now I'm going to exit out of this and turn the volume off on my guitar. I'm going to hit the little button to go back to the beginning of the song, so it's all zeros at the top. I'm going to play. So now the reason why the drums kind of like fit the timing of everything is because we're playing to a click track. We set up that stick so we have the count, and so any drums should fit that whatever I played kind of thing, because it's all at the same tempo. And so tempo is right there, and the default tempo is 120. So now that I have my drums in there, you see channel 8 has a different light on it. Now it kind of looks the same on this camera setup because my camera setup sucks donkey balls. But anyways, it should be orange, and that just means that there's something assigned to it. It's drums. There it is. Got some volume. My guitar is still up. I lowered the volume on my actual guitar. There, I just turned it back up. I'm going to hit the play and record again. So I'm back at the beginning. This is going to record over top of whatever I had, but I'm going to hear drums this time when I'm recording. And you're going to hear those 4 counts and then drums are going to kick in, and that's when I'm going to start as well. So you hold record, press play. So I hit the stop button to stop, and then I'm pressing the left arrow, left double arrow thing to go right to the beginning of the song. So then hit play. So there you go. That's it. That's a simple way. You got your guitar plugged in. You got some distortion. You got a drum beat. You can select whatever you want. It's default on 120 for tempo speed. Sorry, I'm a little excited. So that's the basics to just jump right in there and get going. You can add drums. I can add more guitar. Actually, no, I'm going to go to rhythm. It's on my beat that I picked by default. What I want to do is I usually go into the kit button. So the kit button is this little thing. And I like the sound of live, I think. No, I like the sound of rock. Let's see. So that's not bad. What is live like? Yeah, really reverby and stuff. Okay, so right back to rock. Try that out. So I just changed like the sound of my drums. Okay, so the thing I want to try to record requires a bigger tempo. So I'm going to take my little dial here and I hit the tempo button. I'm going to keep giving this some more tempo here. We're going to try 140, I believe. 140. There we go. So I'll try that, see if that's a little bit better. So I'm hitting that little button so we can go back to the start. So it's all 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And I have guitar in there. Now, it's okay. So I'm going to take that off. So I'm going to turn track 1 to green. And I'm going to turn track 2 to red. Because now I want a different guitar in there. And something I like to do, so I arm that and I hit effects. Because we're going to change the distortion. For now, we'll just use the next one over. That one's not bad. So what I like to do, select a different distortion. I love to pan my guitars, so it just sounds really cool, really cool. So what I do is I hit this pan button up here, and I'm on track 1. I want to pan that to the left, and I'm gonna hit track 2 manually here, and pan it all the way to the right. So now, hopefully you're hearing that too, which I think you are. My current guitar is through the right speaker. So I'm going to record again and wish me luck because I had to do like 5 tries for the other one. Here we go. Try number 1. Ah, fucked up already. And again. So that's not too bad. So now I've got 2 guitars and a drums, and it's just ready to rock and roll. It's just amazing. And then, let's say I loved everything that I had there, and it's just so amazing, and you're looking for the final step. One thing I want to do is hit, well, we'll take track 2 off of record, so it's just green. I hit effect, and I use the direction pad thing to change the distortion to mastering. And then I go down and it says input 1/2, but I want that to say the master track. Master. So we're in this, we're changing our distortion to mastering, and we're changing this input SRC's thing to master track or master. We hit exit. So now what that means is I'm going to hit record on master track. So master track is now recording. So when I go back, I don't have to play any of this. All of what I've played and recorded is going to go to the master track. So I just hit record and play just like normal, and everything I did is going to go to the master track. Oh, but before I do this, because I put it on mastering and it's on the master track, it's going to be a lot louder. So you want to adjust your levels. So right here with the main master level, you're going to want that loud. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that on the video, but I would do that with the master volume, obviously. I would crank this up until it's a healthy level of levels. Like they're pretty close to the top, but they're not like solid bars. So you want to get really good level there. So I'm going to try to get a level, and we'll continue. Okay, we're good. And same thing. I would just hold record, hit play. You hear that pre-count and everything, and then the drums and guitar and everything starts. And the levels are pretty good up there. And at the end of this song, like I would just stop it. Now go back to the beginning, and I play with my master button. Now see how it's just green by itself? Everything else just went silent kind of thing. Can I do a little, is this? So this, okay, anyways. The mastering, it's green, and it's good to go. That means we're going to hear our master track that we just made. It's in stereo glory. It's sounding fantastic. It's a #1 single that you can download. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, you can if you want. I mean, sure, I can put it up. So there you go. And then it ended kind of abruptly. What you could do is you could now take your memory card out of this. It takes the standard SD memory card. And I take that and I pop it into my computer. It's really simple and easy. Directory structure pops up like projects. You go into projects, you find your project number, 36. And inside that folder, there'll be a master file. And you take the newest master file that's there. That's your newest one you've done. You drag that to your desktop. Boom, that's a WAV file. It's your master of what we just listened to. That's a real basic use of this machine. I can go even further where I can put multiple drums on it. So not just my track 8, like it's just one beat for track 8, right? But if I wanted like 4 different drum beats and it changes up, so you got your verses, your choruses, your bridges, your solo, your whatever, even your ending and your intros, you can do all that, taking up all these tracks. Yeah, so that's a pretty much a quick look to just jump you right in and start recording. It gets more complicated after that, but not really. Like I can keep it pretty simple terms. But this machine is just absolutely fantastic. I totally recommend you're a guitar player, you're in a band, whatever, go grab one of these. And it's not really for a band thing. It's like, I guess it's to people's opinion. The way I have done bands in the past, it was mainly the guitar players that came up with the music. And other people probably do it way differently. But the guitar guys, I would come up with the whole structure of a song kind of thing. And then my drummer would just, he would jam it out, and I wouldn't tell him what to do. I would just play the song, and he would put in whatever he wanted to put in, play whatever style he wanted. Same with the bassist, and we would get together and we'd just jam it out. But one person kind of has an idea of the song, and so I just played, my verses, my choruses, my bridges, played them up, and let everybody figure out their parts basically, because it's like a respect thing. That's just how we did it. It's even if I had an idea and I'm like, oh, the bass line should do this, or oh, the drums should do this, I kept my opinions to myself because you want people to have equal input into your overall song creation. So that's how we did it. Um, so I think this machine would have been awesome to have because I could have sat down and got an idea with songs, and boom, I could have came up with a lot more guitar tracks, uh, which I could then experiment with the band with. So yeah, I would highly recommend grabbing one of these machines. It's easy to use, like super easy. You can see that on my channel, on the YouTube channel, and you can see some projects that I've done. Really excited about it. I love coming up with songs and structures and playing around with things. Love it. And that's another reason why I would love for people to go and participate, grab some of those Bandcamp songs that I've put up, which pretty much is everything on the YouTube channel. But you can actually grab those. You'll get a file. If you guys are songwriters and singers, by all means, go out there, download it. If you have a song, or you think you can sing over top of it, or even bass players want to put a bass line down or whichever, I would love to hear that. I would love to hear the community. I would love to hear that, the talent that can be out there. Uh, that's the whole goal of this project, is to kind of teach people how I do it, and maybe it helps you in some way, and also to share talent. Like, I would love to hear vocals and words and bass lines and all kinds of stuff. You guys can get that. You can send it to me through Gmail. I think it would be fantastic. That's the whole point of this channel, and the whole reason why I'm jumping on here doing this stuff. But anyways, thanks for watching. Take care.